this interview for Rock Meeting.
That's okay.
How the tour is running?
Fantastic as always. Fantastic as the music. People love this music all over the world. It's rock. Yeah. It's not metal. And little children to older people, 3 generations, love this music.
Okay. Which band inspired you in the early years?
Well, I've been singing since I was a little kid, before I went to school. I'm born in Pasdigala, in Wales, in the United Kingdom. Wales is known as the land of song. Yeah? My father was a singer, a great singer when I was a little boy. He'd be on stage singing. And so I grew up with music since I was little. And I liked my father's music, it was opera and calypso, all kinds of music. Wow. And then I discovered the Beatles, as everyone did. And then I got into rock and roll, Rolling Stones and Kinks and that kind of stuff. So that's how it happened.
I have seen the 3 singers in AC/DC who followed you. Bon Scott here in Muret in January 1980, just 1 month before his death. So I'm delighted to finally see you, the first one singer, 45 years after Bon Scott, here in Muret. It was in Muret.
In Muret?
Yes, in Muret, here.
Okay, wow. Okay,
here.
cool.
So I see a symbolic wink.
That's cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
Some fans say that your voice holds up better than Johnson's one. Do you have a method to maintain it and keep it at the top?
Well, I don't drink anymore. No alcohol anymore. Not for 10 years or so. I don't smoke cigarettes.
Okay.
And so I take care of myself as best I can because you're only as good as your last show. Okay, it's an old saying, and I never forgot that. So every time I go out there, it's got to be the maximum.
Okay.
So to do that, I've got to be healthy, because like the young boys, I've got to rock harder than them. Okay, so it's just being professional, and because I love what I do, and so I've got to keep rocking. I've got to be fit.
It was fantastic this evening, the voice. Looking back, how do you feel about your time with AC/DC and its impact on your career following?
Well, it was the first band I ever recorded with, and which was really important. And it was a hit record straight up, which was amazing again. Can I Sit Next to You Girl was named as the best Australian group record of the year. First up for a young band. So we started off with a bang straight away, and we played at all the major venues in Australia. We toured with Lou Reed when he came to Australia. He had #1 all around the world at the time, and so it was important. The first records, the first live double album was recorded, first film clip, first everything, and you can't. There's only one person can do that with the band. 5 of us were the originals, right? 2 are dead now. Malcolm Young's dead, and the drummer, Colin Burgess, is gone too. There's only 3 originals left. So it was an amazing time. It was the best of times, the worst of times too. And we went through 3 different bass players, 3 different drummers, 3 managers. Wow. The time that I was with the band, and we had fantastic successes. And it set the band up, of course, for when Bon Scott joined the band. We were already a top band.
After leaving AC/DC, what motivated you to continue pursuing a solo career?
I can't help it. It's what I do, man. I said I've been singing since before I started school. I sang all through at school, at the concerts, and I've been singing all my life. So there was no possibility of me giving up. I just wasn't going to be with AC/DC anymore. So I've been with top bands like Rabbit and Dave Emmers and Thunder Down Under in my own career. I record every year, and I'm releasing records. I've got a new Rabbit album coming out this year. So it just keeps going, keeps rocking.
What are some of the highlights of your solo career?
Gosh, there's so many, and they're still coming now.
Yes.
Obviously AC/DC, playing at the Sydney Opera House, which is fabulous. Our first record being a hit, hearing it on the radio, on the hour, every hour. That was some magic for all of us. We used to get so excited. And of course, Rabbit, we're another great band. We sold records right throughout Europe, including France. Our Too Much Rock and Roll album was sold in France, and also in Japan. And the band's still going. I'm still the lead singer for Rabbit now. And other highlights, it's just, I tour all around the world, every country, everywhere. And the year before last, I did a fantastic concert in Athens, in an old ancient amphitheatre under the Acropolis. Yeah, at night time, the Acropolis was white, lit up, full moon, and the Athens State Orchestra behind me. That was and it sold out. That was another great highlight as well. So, and they just keep coming. It's great.
How do you feel about the internet and the way it has changed in the music industry?
Well, like anything, it's got good, it's got bad. These days, anybody can get a brand new album downloaded for nothing. You know, that's the bad thing in a sense. But it keeps me doing live gigs. But it gives you the ability to contact anybody in the world, right? Without this manager, the little black book. You know, it keeps like that, has a power over you, this manager or agent, forget it. Because now I can contact record labels, magazines, other bands, agencies myself. And I don't need these managers.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Do you still keep in contact with anyone from early days of AC/DC?
No, it's a bit difficult because Malcolm's dead now, Colin's dead. Larry Van Crete, through friends, we've sort of kept in contact a little bit, and I hope to see him this year as well. If I can see Larry, it would be great. Angus I haven't spoken to for a long time, but Malcolm's son Ross kept in contact with, and he used to speak to his dad about me and speak to me about his dad. I knew he was very sick, Ross told me, but he also said to keep it secret, which I did. I didn't tell anybody, nobody. It was between me and Ross. But then it came out that Malcolm was ill and moved back to Australia to be with his family from England, and shortly after that he died. So Ross and I are good friends.
What advice would you give to aspiring musicians?
Just keep rocking. You've got to know that you can make it. I don't this belief. I don't go with belief, because when I was very young and I got into bands, I didn't believe that I was going to make it. I knew it. That's the difference. When you know it, you've got to find out how. Okay, how am I going to do it? Because you know you can do it, and then nothing's going to stop you. But if you believe, a belief can be shattered, right? Okay. You believe your girlfriend loves you and she's off with another guy, right? Or you believe in Santa Claus, as we all did as children, and we find out it was a lie. Okay, beliefs can be shattered, but when you know something, nothing's going to stop you. Okay, so I always knew. So all the musicians, do you know you're going to make it? Do you know? Make sure you know, and then nothing's going to stop you. Okay.
Do you have any funny or strange stories from the road?
Lots. It'll take me too long to explain them all. There's many funny stories, and it's an incredible life, and things happen when you don't expect them. You know, that's the whole point. It's a script that's been written by fate, but you don't know it yet. And there's always incredible things that happen, but mostly when you don't expect it. You know, like the guys fall in love with a woman when they least expect it. Yeah? You know that? All the boys know that? They're looking for girls, can't find one. Then all of a sudden, something crazy happens and bang, there she is. Same thing with on the road. Things just happen, and it's incredible. Yeah.
In May 2021, you have released a new compilation titled Badass Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
After that, do you intend to release a new album with original songs?
Well, I've got lots of albums. If you go to my discography, it's about that long. You know, the Sinner album is incredible. Judgment Day, Nothing to Prove CD. There's a double live album of when I toured South America. There's a new Rabbit album coming out, as I said, this year, a whole new Rabbit album. So I've got lots of albums out there. Wild is another CD I recorded in Norway. I've recorded different songs in Denmark as well. So there's plenty of Dave Evans music out there. Okay, so yeah.
I have listened to Back in Black with Bon Scott's vocals created entirely by artificial intelligence. It's realistic, but a little scaring. Are you worrying about this artificial intelligence?
I don't take any notice of it. I don't take any notice of it. You know, I just keep rocking. I write my own songs, and I also record some songs that I like. If somebody else has written the song, I'll do it. Like Revenge, the Revenge album I did with John Nitzinger. He's a Texas rock blues legend. I was living in Texas, and the album got 5 out of 5 stars around the world. The Revenge album, and I did one of the songs tonight. Revenge.
Yes, very good song.
Yeah,
appreciate
that's right.
Yes.
So I don't take any notice of what other people are doing. I never have. You know, I worry about what I'm doing.
Okay. When you are touring, you sing with local musicians, like today with trust guitarist Nono. It is always working well.
It's fantastic. I don't have to worry about taking a band with me. And it's a lot more convenient to tour me anywhere in the world. They're flying 5 or 6 guys out there. It costs a lot of money. I just make sure that the musicians in the countries I'm going to, they're fans, of course, and they nail my music perfect. I just arrive, and sometimes I have a rehearsal, sometimes I don't. They know that it's got to be perfect, and so it's great and it's great for me to work with so many different musicians around the world. They're my friends, you know, and fans. So it's the way to go.
In what country do you live? I guess it was in Argentina, no?
Gosh, I've lived in all different countries. I've been living in Argentina and Buenos Aires, but I lived in Mexico before that, and I lived in Texas for a long time, and I lived in England for a bit. At the moment, I'm not living anywhere. I'm just touring. And sometimes I go back to Australia too, as well. So it's I'm married to the music, and my songs are my children. Okay.
Do you intend to retire in the future? No retirement.
No. How can you?
It's not for you.
It's impossible.
Last question, what message do you have for your fans who have supported you throughout your career?
No, it's fantastic. I've got fans, of course, that have known me since the early days of AC/DC. They're still my great fans, and it just feels wonderful, of course, that they're still with me, and they've got all my albums all throughout the years. They buy everything that I do, and making new fans. The great thing about touring the world as I make new fans wherever I go. Like tonight here in Muret.
Young people.
All the people here in Muret, I'm sure they're my fans now. So I'm making new fans all the time, meeting new people, seeing country. I've never been to Muret before. Here now. And just keep rocking.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for this interview.
Yeah, my pleasure.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Got a gal who's oh so fine. I'm so glad that she's mine, oh mine. She's so good-looking, legs alone. When I put my shoe I can do no wrong. I'm so glad everyone can see I love her. She loves up to the front, to the fruit, to the fruit. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna live. I left home, the killer in my blood. I couldn't wait to leave, to get my share of the loot, a taste of the fruit, hanging on the forbidden tree. I hit the highway, and I did it my way, a rock and roll crusade. Just a non-stop rocking. The girls have gone wild. Come on, baby, such a wild child. What's your name, honey? You say you like it on top. Well, don't you worry, baby. I am the sword of vengeance. I'm a deadly blade. So be sure of who you stand with and who you betray. I swing the battle axe. I swing it well. You can see the blood on my back from the cat of nine tails. Rabbit, sweet, sweet rabbit. Every now and then I want revenge. Rabbit. TNT. TNT. plan. Hey, mama, take a look at me. I'm on the way to the promised land. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Highway to hell. And don't stop me. One night in the club, got me shaking hands. There was a 42 decibel rockin' band. And the music was good, the music was loud. And the singer turned, said to the crowd, she was a whole lot of woman. Whole lot of roses. Whole lot of roses. Whole lot of roses. That's a whole lot of roses. Whole lot of roses. Merci. Merci beaucoup.